All right, we are here at Heart Media Day with head coach Sean Dooley and senior Clae Martin. Coach, we'll start with you. After going 13 and 15 last season, what changes have you made so far this year to get back on track?
Yeah, I think the first change we made, we had some couple additions to our staff. We brought back Matt Woodcock, who was with us a few years back as a graduate assistant, who's a young, brilliant offensive mind. So we're excited to have him back. And then actually a former player of ours, Jared Folks, has come back to help us a little bit with our skill development. Was a good player for us a few years back and still in the area, and excited to have him join us to help. And then the other thing is we've got a bunch of new guys, new faces here. We had several seniors last year, so brought in a bunch of new guys, good mix of young freshmen as well as some transfers that had some experience at other places.
Yeah, and you lost 4 of your 5 starters from last season, brought in 15 newcomers this year. Kind of what challenges does a young team bring?
Well, I think, the challenges are many when you bring that many new faces in. I think first off, it's just trying to establish a culture, have them understand how we do things here at Baker, why we do them that way, and once they get that going, then you can kind of start getting into the basketball stuff of what we want to run, how we want to defend, and everything else like that. So we're off to a good start here, a few weeks into practice, but obviously it's going to be a learning experience when you have that many new faces, and our goal is just to get better and have a better understanding each day.
All right, Clay, last year you averaged 10 points a game, were named honorable mention All Heart of America. How will you carry that into your senior year?
I think definitely just understanding that it's a process, and I've had a lot of experiences where things haven't gone the way I wanted previously, but now I understand a lot more what it takes to be successful in this league, the things I need to do, the shots that I need to take, and where I can be successful game to game and against the teams that I play. So most definitely just the experience moving forward that I'm going to take with me.
Coach, Clay played a vital role for the team last year. How do you see him acting as a leader for the team this year?
Well, yeah, he did, and I think Clay's kind of been a lead by example guy ever since he stepped foot on campus here. He's a very disciplined, hardworking, very consistent in his effort day in, day out. And I think guys have followed that lead. He's kind of been, like I said, by example. Now the challenge is, can Clay take that next step and help us take that next step by being kind of more of a vocal leader and not just lead by example, but because we have so many new guys, kind of help them learn maybe a little bit quicker, and explain to them some of the things that he's learned and like you just said, has gone through throughout his previous 3 years here. So he's off to a good start, doing a great job, and look for him to continue to grow in that role as well for us.
Clay, practice just started a few weeks ago. How do you see the team coming together to get ready for the year?
I've actually been pretty impressed with how we've come together so far. A lot of the guys, the new guys especially, freshmen through transfers, have all been fairly successful in how they listen. They really listen and follow instructions pretty well for the most part. I think the main thing with us is getting off to a good start. If we're a little bit slow and like the days go in our first few kind of games and things like that, it's going to impact us a little bit more, especially with the younger guys. So it's all about, like Coach said, getting these guys up to speed, and instilling that culture that we want as a team moving forward.
Coach, last year you guys won your first 7 games to start the year. How important is it to get off to a strong start this year, and how does a strong start help you moving forward?
Well, I think it's always important to get off to a strong start. Obviously last year we were at an advantage maybe of having that happen with the amount of returners we had. Those guys had been back, had played significant roles in their previous years for our club, and then obviously going in, that helped with us getting off with so many seniors. Realistically, is that possible to do this year? It is, but it's going to be a challenge with so many new guys. Literally they have no idea what the level of basketball is like, and definitely what the level of basketball in the Heart of America is like. So we've got to get them there as quick as we can. But again, if we can do that, that'll start building some confidence, and confidence is obviously very important in this game and with any team. Again, going back, it's a long year. and it's a long year, and we got to make sure that know that we're not going to be perfect. There's going to be mistakes, but we got to learn from those mistakes and hopefully continue to build that confidence and grow as a ball club throughout the year to where we're playing our best ball at the end of the year in February and into March, which is ultimately every team's goal in college basketball.
Clay, the Heart of America is a very strong conference. What do you guys need to do this year to compete towards the top of the conference?
Definitely get off to a good start. These first few games are crucial, especially coming down to the end of the year. My last 3 years that I've been here, we've had games seasons where it's come down to 1 or 2 games for us getting in the playoffs or even being in the playoffs, and especially my first 2 years. So it's all about getting off to a good start, and then adding to that, growing and getting better throughout the season. Sometimes we can rest on our laurels and think, oh, okay, we might have got off to a good start, and now it's like, okay, we're there. But every single team is growing and getting better and improving throughout the year. So it's all about, like Coach just said, making sure that we're at the best of our abilities and the best level at the end of the year when it really matters.
Coach, kind of the same question for you. What needs to be done to be competitive in the Heart of America Conference this year?
Well, I think number one, probably like for all teams, is we got to stay healthy and keep our group whole. I think that's important to us. I really like the pieces that we have, but one concern probably would be just overall depth right now, and that could change as you get to know and these guys continue to grow and learn. And then the other 2 keys probably for us would be defensively and rebounding. We're not going to be the biggest team this year and in this league, but I still think we can be a great team. But we're going to have to defend, we're going to have to rebound, and it's going to be rebounding. The last couple seasons we've done a good job on the boards, but we had a couple individuals, one in Tyree Peter, who really kind of cleaned up a lot on the glass for us. So I don't feel like we have just one individual that's going to maybe step in and take that role. It's going to have to be more of a collective effort, but definitely do think we have the pieces to do that, and it's just a matter of getting the buy-in and understanding that we got to do it night in, night out, every play and stuff. So again, it's going to be a learning process for our group as a whole, but we're off to a good start, excited for this group and what they could become. And when you have that many new guys, it just makes it fun to coach each and every day, because you can see the growth from each practice, and now looking forward to when we kick off on October 30th to see the growth from game to game.
All right, thank you, Head Coach Sean Dooley and Senior Clae Martin.